In order to shoot docks, you'll need inexpensive, high-vis monofilament line in either 4 or 6 pound tests, a 6 to 7 foot medium light or ultralight spinning rod and reel, a 1/24 to 1/8 ounce jig head, and a soft plastic crappie size lure. The act of shooting involves using the rod and reel much like a bow and arrow. First, make sure your lure is between the reel and the last eye of the rod. Next, hold the line in your trigger finger and open the bail. Then, grip the lure, either by pinching the jig head or by pinching the bend of the hook. Once you have a firm grip, strongly pull back to load the rod. Just make sure your fingers are away from the eventual path of the hook, or you'll be headed for the hospital. With the rod loaded, aim by pointing the tip of the rod where you want the lure to first strike the water. To shoot, release the line from your trigger finger and the lure from your hand at precisely the exact same time. If you hold your line parallel to the water's surface and use enough force, your bait should skip when it first hits the water. For accuracy, it's important to keep the elbow of your rod arm tight against your body. This helps steady your aim. With a 7-foot fast-action rod, like the Mr. Crappies Signature Series from Lew's as shown here, you should be able to shoot the lure 30 to 40 feet, as long as you hold the line low and parallel to the water. Pull firmly to load the rod, but not too hard. Let the rod do the work. According to physics, the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. In other words, your bait will skip at the same angle at which it hits. To get into tight spaces and under docks, you'll want to crouch down and keep your line near the water's surface in order to maintain low angles of incidence and reflection. And by all means, experiment. You may prefer a shorter rod. Many anglers in fact prefer shooting rods as short as 5.5 feet. To find the lures and tackle featured in this video, please visit GeneLaRue.com for lures and Lew's.com for rods, reels, and line.